Hello, my name is Boy Blam, and today I'm going to be sharing off my experience slash mistakes with culinary school 2021 through 2022. And oh boy, I just wanted to say something before I start saying what my experience and mistakes were from culinary school from last semester and the this year's semester, but all right, I'm gonna say it. Today was the last day of culinary school for me, and holy crap, that was a lot of work. I gotta say, and I did pretty good. And sometimes we do bad, but it's all what it is. I was before before I say anything. Did anyone else had the same experience as me, trying to cook stuff and bake stuff, and then clean up? What we all do. But first, we sanitize, get our hands clean first, and then put on whatever apron you want. But I think you should do that first, and then you can wash your hands and stuff, and then just put on aprons, sanitize the table where you're working at, grab some instructions, and or yeah, just grab some instructions from what your teacher says, and I no chef, what your chef says, and then just get it. All right, so today now I'm going to talk about my experience slash mistakes in culinary school last year through this year. And oh boy, it's been a huge experience, hasn't it? All right, let's go ahead and begin. So, back in, I'm going to probably say about like 2020, or yeah, before culinary, I went to a nutrition class last year. Well, in my years, of course, yeah. So I was in a nutrition class, and I was doing pretty okay at it. I just didn't like my Karen chef teacher, and apparently she's a Karen, and I didn't like her that much. And yes, this was all in 2020 through 2021. And then after that old experience I had with that Karen, I finally got it finished, and I had to help out people. I felt really nervous to cook and shy. I never cooked on the nutrition classes, but yeah. And then through the summer for of 2021, I got a little message from one of my teachers on emails. They said you're gonna go to culinary school, and I was like, oh my god, this can't be happening. And then I had to go talk to my parents about it, and I was like, am I going? I'm actually going to culinary school. And then my dad got super excited. My mom got happy and joy. And my sister, ooh, I didn't want to cook or bake anything for her. So, yeah. So then after that, and the first day of culinary was probably about on August, I think. Hold on. It started on August 5th, right? Yeah, hang on one sec. One moment, please. I'm trying to remember what I had back in. No. August 4th. Alright, so August 4th was the very first day of culinary school. And I got there for fun and all that stuff. I was like, I had to take a couple of classes right before culinary started, so I had to take like, I don't know, 5 hour classes, something like that. Like morning classes, and then I get lunch, and then after that, yeah, so August 4th, 2021 was the very first day of culinary school. I had to take a couple of classes first, and then in the afternoon, I finally got all the way down to the culinary experience, and I got super nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm cooking for the very first time, and I'm very nervous about this. So I went into the class, I met the chef, I met everyone else, say hi, and apparently, I met some familiar faces, like some people that were in my culinary class, or some people from probably that follow me on Instagram did, follow me on Instagram. in my culinary class. So I got super nervous to cook. But for the first weeks, we didn't cook or anything. All we had to do was set up the kitchen. And it was a pretty good start, all I gotta say. I didn't cook anything. We all didn't cook anything. We were just getting the kitchen set up. So we did. So we all started setting up the kitchen. I met some pretty cool people with long hair or the same hairstyle I have. I probably started off with short hair. Yeah, I got a little bit of short hair and I wish for long hair and stuff, but heck, it's already here. So, yeah, I met some people with cool hair and stuff. My hair was a little darkish green because apparently it started fading fast, and yeah, that's what happened after I got blue hair and stuff. You know, you guys remember I had blue hair. You guys didn't really see it that much in uh when I recorded, but at least I shared out a YouTube community post about it so you guys can enjoy the blue hair. But now I got blonde long hair, so yay. So I showed up with the beanie and clothings that I had to wear, and yeah, we started up setting up the kitchen, and we got it all done. Cause yeah, that's all we had to do. So then after that, I went home, and my parents got happy about me. They said, "What did you cook? What did you bake?" We wanted to know, and I was like, "Mom, Dad, I didn't cook or bake anything because we had to set up the kitchen and stuff." Oh man. So yeah, that's what we did. When you're at culinary school, you gotta set up the kitchen at first correctly. I mean, yes, there's gonna be like carts, um, the pantry, the walk-in. It's a refrigerator, but people call it the walk-in just in case. And yeah, I think that's all I have. And the prep tables, I forgot. And the prep tables, sinks, three compartment sinks, and other stuff. So yeah, that's what was going on. After the first day, I got super nervous that I was about to cook, and I felt very, very nervous at first. But yeah. Oh, I forgot. We did wash a lot of dishes on the very first day, and yeah, that's all I gotta say from the very first day, and it was pretty insane. You know what was worse? We had to put our stuff in the locker. I mean, yeah, our chefs didn't want our things in the class or in the kitchen, so we had to put all of our bags and items in the locker so we can leave them alone and other stuff. So then after that, um, the second day was, well, we were still setting up the kitchen, but it's pretty set up. So after that, our chef gave us assignments on what we have to do and other stuff. So apparently he gave us like a huge study guide, something like that. So I think we've all got a study guide for. Actually, no, no, no. We had like a pre-test to refreshing your mind. Like, what do you know about cooking? So, and baking and sanitizing and cleaning. So, all we had to do was act dumb or maybe act a little smart. I mean, I probably did fail at the pre-test a little bit. So, and then after that, we had to talk about what we were gonna do in the kitchen and other stuff. But we needed to be set up with stuff, so we needed like a chef hat, a chef jacket, and some pants. So all we had to do was chef gave us like a form to sign up for what you need to wear and what size and what height you are. And Jesus Christ, what the hell? So all we had to do was sign that thing up and have a parent sign it up as well, and then meet up with the principal and other stuff, and they'll get you right signed in and other stuff. Well, not our school principal, just a different principal. Like my culinary school was actually supposed to be a career center, like a huge career center. And yeah, I've been in this career center since last year, I think, or 2019. I wasn't even in career centers. I was in classes, so I had to walk around and see what it's all about. Anyways, so after all the stuff we had to get set up for, there was just one test we had to take, and we had to study for it. Well, first of all, on the third or fourth weeks, or probably the second week, I guess, or yeah, I'm a little mixed up. So after all of that, we had to get like on the second week of culinary, we had to get like a study guide or some worksheets. It's what our chefs do. So the chefs gives us like worksheets about what we got to do with stuff. So we had to write down some chapters, and there were some chapter worksheets and other stuff. They gave us a book. They actually did give us a culinary book to read and find out what's up and what's not up. So we had to learn about some chapters and cooking and baking and sanitizing. I mean, sanitizing could be the first part is first, and how to keep germs away from food, and you need to like wash your hands every day. So yeah. And we had to do vocabulary. And oh my goodness, vocabulary words with that there were like vocabulary words on one side, no definitions on the other side. You have to write them. So apparently all you got to do is just look at your book on what the chapter you're on right now, and then just write down where what the definition is. And oh my god, it's really insane, dude. So yeah, that's what we all did through. We probably went to like chapter one at first, and then after chapter one, we did a test. We did like a quiz. I kind of failed at the first try, and then I gave it a retake, and I kind of did better. Probably, it's what it is. So then after that, um, we had a huge test to deal with. It's like you're looking at a picture, and then you're looking at the item with a picture with a word on it that is written down on a note card. We all did that. We all walked around and looked at some objects on what we have to cook, like for example, a knife, a pan, pizza shredder, something like that, a wheel, pizza wheel. I forgot it's pizza wheel, and some cake spatulas, other stuff, and hotel pans. Oh my goodness, it was a lot of stuff in the chef's room. The other chef's room. They made a little restaurant, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. The name. So then after that, we looked all around the school, the culinary rooms and items and stuff like what we use to cook and clean, and yeah, it was pretty insane. I got a little, but I did take pictures of all of them, and I felt very tired. I did. I actually did feel very tired after I took a picture of all the items with the note cards and numbers. I got super very tired. So after I took a picture of all of them, I studied them on my phone by scrolling through the photos. And then after that, I was called up, and some people were here to do it the same. So all we had to do was just look around. The note cards were hidden, but yes, the note cards were hidden, and we all had to look around, but they were replaced with numbers, like what the object and the word, like what number is this on, and other stuff. So yeah, we did that. We all did that. I did it as well. So we all looked around. We didn't copy or cheat the answers. No, that's not what we did. So we all did that. We all looked around, and after that, after that huge experience, I felt very tired. So then I had to go see my chef, and I told him, all right, I got it all done. Apparently, I got all the answers mixed up. So probably like tomorrow or next week. After that, I came back and we had to redo it. So we had to get the answers fixed. I had to write down the correct answers that I had right, and oh my god. And then we had to try again. So I had to try again and fix it up, and then I got a better grade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say from that one. And that was the experience of the very first day and first week or the 3 weeks of culinary. So then, after all the huge setups we've been through, and the chef had to get us ready for like safety and what we gotta like be careful of, you know. So we had to bake something at first. So apparently, the chef and all of us are all ready to cook and bake after the huge setup we've been through, like sanitization, wash your hands, and it's pretty awesome to talk about it. So, all we did, they had to split us up into groups because we don't want too many people cooking. So, all we did was get our chef jackets on because apparently we didn't get our own chef jackets yet. So we had to grab some random chef jackets at first. And then I had to partner up with the quietest kid or quietest dude that kind of looks like me, and we're both very quiet. And then after I took my beanie off, after I was putting on my chef hat, my chef was like, "Whoa, did you seriously dye your hair?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a little darkish green. Are you okay with this?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm alright with it." And then I told him about my blue hair story, and then I had to get on with it. But yeah, pretty basic, I gotta say. So I put on the chef jacket correctly. I put on the chef hat correctly. All I did was cover my hair because I don't want any hair droppings or burn. Like if fire got on your hair, you would scream for help. So and you'll have to like put yourself in water or maybe a fire extinguisher that could get rid of the yeah. And we all had to bake, and then I had to well before we bake cookies. Let me fix that. All I did was unfold my sleeves and stuff. That's what we all did as chefs, and then we had to put like a chef pants on. I had to put many chef pants on, and oh my goodness, it was very crazy to talk about it. So then after all that, I was ready. I was wearing a chef hat, just the white ones with the you know what it's called. It looks like a toy, like a token, like a toque, but it's kind of different. So yeah, it was a white chef hat. I had to I had to wash my hands, put on an apron, and then sanitize the table. And we had to bake some cookies on the first day of cooking. I'm sorry, the first day of baking. And it was chocolate chip flavor. And the first try, it turned out pretty good. Yeah, so me and the calmest, quietest dude that kind of looks like me, we both did it on our very first try of cooking. And all I gotta say is, it was pretty epic, dude. So yeah, we baked cookies and I had to share some for my sister, and I actually enjoyed that experience of baking cookies and stuff. Alright, and then the next culinary thing, we had to do knife cuts. And apparently I was afraid of sharp items. But now that I feel very confident and brave, all I did was not to freak out. So I was friends and I had to choose different partners with someone, and we both had to like chop some onions and some peppers. My chef partner was struggling, and then I was like, uh oh. And he was struggling on the onion. I had to help him, and then he got some good help. I was also struggling on the onion as well, and we were cutting some tomatoes and some jalapenos and the cilantro, or no, it's parsley, and a little dash of salt and pepper, not to cut. We actually made a pico de gallo. Pico de gallo. If I got it right or wrong, I'm not really good at speaking other languages, so yeah, I'm sorry for that. So yeah, we had to chop everything and yeah, not our fingers, seriously. But one of the students as the chef accidentally cut something. Like they didn't cut their finger out, but they got like a finger cut on their finger. Like yeah, that kind of hurt it to someone, and I was like, oh. Then then after that, we were like, wow, that was a great practice. I gotta say. So then I showed it the pico de gallo to my parents, and they enjoyed it. I wish I got photos, but I took a picture of it and sent it to Facebook. Seriously, my Facebook's all about me and my family, not about gamers. Sorry. But yeah, that was the knife knife practice cuts. So then after all that, I got up and I was watching some knife videos because apparently in culinary, our chef told us to study well for the knife test, and I was like, uh oh, I gotta be well. So all I did was watch Gordon Ramsay videos of him chopping some onions and vegetables and stuff, like how to chop like a or cut a perfect onion and stuff. So I had to watch some videos about it, and it turned out pretty cool. So all I did was watch and practice some people chopping and cutting some vegetables, and I kind of got nervous to cut myself, like if I, like cut like a random vegetable, and if my finger gets close to the braid, blam, my finger cuts off, and then the blood comes like, and then I didn't want to scream, but I had to like, I was like chef and get the paramedics to help, or the par. No, 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 it's a medic. It's a medic. Definitely a medic. So after all that, well, not after all that, that was in my head. I was so scared. So after I got nervous, but I had to watch people cut vegetables like onions, carrots, celeries, parsley, garlic. I think that's all I have in mind. Oh, potatoes. Don't forget potatoes. So all I did for the first time was a carrot. I started off with a carrot, and I did pretty well after doing like a nice random chop. Everyone wished me luck and other stuff. I got ready, I washed my hands, sanitized the table, washed the vegetables, get ready, other stuff. Pretty epic, dude. So, I mean, yes, culinary is very serious, I gotta say. I mean, we're all serious chefs at first, and then we become re energized as gamers or stuff. Who knows? So, I got ready. I felt nervous, but then I got some friends. I made new friends that says good luck, don't fail, give it your best shot. It's what it is. Then I watched some people cut it. We before we do that, we before the knife test, we all had to practice cutting. Yes, we all had to practice cutting. We had a little bit of help, and that's all I gotta say. I mean, yeah, I had a teacher helper that helped us, and she was very nice. Yeah, and old too. So yeah. So then after all the practice knife cuts, we were all ready to do the real thing. So I kind of felt brave after sleeping in my bed when I got home. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Then I had to pet my dog and stuff. Then after that, of course, we all had to get ready for the knife test. So I had to plan a day. I wanted to go probably Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday maybe. I'm trying to remember. That's all. So a lot of people were wishing me luck. Again, I was up after yesterday or something. So I was up. Friends, family, no, not family. Friends, people that know me or do know me, had to get me ready. I had to cut some vegetables correctly. I cutted the carrot correctly. I did pretty good on the carrot. The celery I did pretty well. The potato, well, I did pretty good. I had to peel some skin off. Yeah, it was a lot. And then after all that, um, I had to cut some parsley too. Parsley was pretty cool. Then after that, I was like, oh, class is almost over and I gotta get ready. And then the chef had to rate my cutting skills and work. And some of them were good, some of them were okay, some of them were. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, culinary is very serious, I gotta say. So then after all the stuff I did yesterday, I felt pretty happy. And then I had more cutting skills to deal with an onion and a garlic, I think. Yeah, I think I got the garlic and the onion. And there's probably one more vegetable I did do or didn't. Probably a different vegetable, who knows. So all I did was I did the ve- all I did was, as I say, chef setup. And then after that, after the sanitization to the table, dry it up, get the cutting board, get a wet paper towel. You're gonna need like two or three. Then after that, put it under the cutting board, which we all do for knife preparations. I also always sharpen my knife, so if anyone saw me did that, that would be crazy. And then I had to like cut some garlic. Well, I minced some garlic. I forgot that one vegetable though, but I had to cut it anyways correctly. And then the onion. Okay, before I say anything that kind of freaks you out, I did cut an onion the wrong way, but we all make mistakes, and the chef was okay with it. I mean, he wasn't pretty happy about the way I cut, but he wasn't that angry. He's trying to be supportive, that's all. But yes, we all have struggles, and I understand how much that was the very first mistake I made. So yeah, that was the very first mistake I made, cutting an onion wrong to the wrong way. So then, but I did dice some onions, and I did it good. So then, after all that, I passed the test, and I felt pretty happy about it. I did pretty good, like I said, on the vegetables, except the onion. But it was all good. So then, after all that, we all had to watch a movie, and we still had to like continue assignments and stuff like through chapters. So I forgot to mention that we all had to continue chapters right before cooking, and then we all had to cook and bake. So yeah, I think that was all I got from pico de gallo and vegetable cuts. So that was pretty awesome, I gotta say. But I felt pretty good, and I felt pretty bad about the mistakes I made. But we all make mistakes, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So then the next thing I did in culinary, um, a lot of people kind of get a little confused about why I'm here and why am I taking this experience. It's probably because maybe have you ever known that some people can take a fifth year of school after like graduating and stuff? I mean, people do that and they can get awfully annoyed and stuff. And Jesus Christ. Yes, it happened actually. That actually happened, but oh my god. Sorry about that. Yeah, I took a fifth year of a couple of classes I had to take for school, and then I had to go to culinary. And oh my god, all I gotta say is it was a lot of work, and a lot of people kind of got a little upset at me. And you know what else? I just want to make friends, not just get mad at some people that don't know me and why am I here. And yes, it's what it is. I respect people if they take a fifth year. If they don't, it's okay. Just don't take a fifth year. You can just take normal culinary classes. So yeah, but right where I was going with culinary, there was like there was something to deal with. Like I'm trying to remember. There was like a career credits or something. I had to take. There were like career credits in career classes and stuff. And for culinary, we all went there, and apparently they had to give us practices for job interviews and stuff. And apparently, I wasn't even a part of that because on September, probably the week of September, everyone was busy. I had to go on vacation. I had to go to South Carolina for fun. I went there. Everyone was busy and jealous of how I'm going to South Carolina, and it was fun. I went to the beach, and it was a lot of fun, I gotta say. I was born in Florida, Orlando, though, but I like Orlando better than South Carolina. I don't know why I still wear that sweat jacket over there. So yeah, I had a lot of fun on the beach. I had to take a huge break from culinary because I needed that vacation anyways. So yeah, I took a break from culinary and a couple of classes I had to take from school and just go to the beach. That's what I wanted to do. And heck, I got a vacation to go to this weekend. And it ain't about the beach, and I wish it was about the beach. It is about freaking boring stuff. I want to go on the beach in the summer, not just not on September. I mean, come on. It's the summer vacation. Let's get freaky, y'all. So yeah, that's what I did. I went to the beach and had fun. Then after that, on Saturday, we had to go all the way home, and I felt very sad because I didn't want to leave the beach. But culinary was right behind me, so I had to take some culinary assignments when I got back. And then Monday I had to return. I came out with the coolest style. I was wearing a beanie. I was wearing a sweatshirt. I was wearing a sunglasses that were kind of expensive, I gotta say. And oh my god, everyone was like, "Oh my god, who is this dude that didn't even come back after a week?" So yeah, the chef saw me. He's like, "Welcome back. How was the vacation you took?" And I was like, "Pretty good, I gotta say. It was awesome. I was there, and now he got me like a couple assignments to take care of, and oh my god, it's gonna take a while." So all I did was go to my desk and get out the assignments and write them down, catch up, give it to the chef, and and then you're good. I think I didn't. I did really have some assignments, or probably not. Yeah, probably not, or maybe. So then after all that, we had to cook some more. We had to cook some more stuff. We had to cook some chicken. Then we had to cook some mushroom chicken as well. I'm trying to remember what we had to cook back in the days. All we did was cook some good stuff. Then we had to. I'm just trying to remember what we did cook. I mean, we cooked a lot of good stuff, and we had to plan out what we need to make and stuff. So I suggested like pizza and burgers and some delicious treats, and we had to bake like a persimmons cake, and it's delicious as hell. I baked the persimmons cake, and it was pretty good, I gotta say. I like the persimmons cake, and yeah, it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun. And then in October in Culinary, we had like a huge baking. Oh my god. We had to bake some cookies, pies. Oh my god. And some loaves of pumpkin bread and other types of bread we had to bake. And it was a lot of treats last year in October. Oh my god. What was this for, chef? It was for a bake sale. And I was like, oh my goodness, this was for a bake sale. So if anyone saw my Instagram posts, I had to post a picture on Instagram by being in a bake sale with some chefs. We were all in our chef outfits. Yes, I was a part of the career events from giving out some pumpkin bread, cookies and stuff. We had to tell out the customers what it is, and then we had to give them we had to give them the cook we had to first of all they have to pay first, and then we had to give them the cookies, and then we have to figure out the change of math, and then after that we got to write down the tally marks of how many customers we had. And Jesus Christ, it was a lot of people. I mean, seriously, it was a huge setup. It was gnarly, dude. So then after all of that, I was a part of the 6 to 7 p.m. I think. Yeah, it was 6 to 7 p.m. And then after that, we all had to go. I had to go back home. Two of us had to go back home. One of my three partner, me and my two partners. Two of us had to go home, which was me and one of my chef partner. The other partner that we had to stay because he wanted to help out and stuff and get more extra credits. So we all had to go home. He had to keep going. I wish I would get soda, but apparently we couldn't get soda because chef gave us an adult warning because only adults that are 20 years old can drink it. And I was like, there's no alcohol. What's going on, chef? Before we start selling cookies and pies and loaves. And oh my god, that was a crazy success we had. So then after that huge bake sale, we finally got back to assignments and probably cooking too. It's probably the same thing. And then after all of this, apparently it was getting close to Halloween, and and the chef explained about the serve safe test. Okay, every chef has to do a serve safe test, and then after that, after they pass, they get a certificate, and then wait after 3 years, check your book to see if it needs upgraded, and buy a new book. Yeah, the future is ahead. The future is the way through 3 years if you pass the serve safe as a chef or a cook. So then we had to after the hugest Halloween stuff. Oh my god! After Halloween and stuff in November, we all had to study the serve safe test. We had to watch videos. We had to look at presentations. I didn't really concentrate that well because I almost fell asleep through it, but I had to keep my eyes open for it so I don't have to fall asleep. And I had to fight through my sleep possessions, and I did it. So after all the hugest serve safe study programs and other stuff, a friend with red hair had to keep me protected because today was the day in last year in November we all had to take the serve safe test. And oh my god, it was the craziest thing ever. So I felt a little bit nervous. My friend didn't feel nervous, but she was always there. I had to keep my minds to myself. Then I had to, you know, oh my god, this was the craziest thing ever. I had to work in the private room with a few friends and that I see and a few people doing the same thing as I'm doing. We all took the serve safe completely carefully, and me, I had to slow down and I had to keep some music in. I didn't. I accidentally whispered, and then the teacher came in. Well, not the teacher, but the helper came in, and they whispered politely to not whisper out the answers and stuff. So I had to be very careful. I just like reading it out a little bit, just whispering or reading it out, then pick out an answer that is correct. And all right, there was just one thing. If you ever take like a test or anything, that's test anxiety. So be careful if you are taking a test. Then I gotta say, you gotta be very, very careful with this one. So after all of that, we were all proud that after we took the serve safe, we were all very good and tired now. And we needed to see our results, but we had to wait. We had to wait very, very patiently. So it was like way after Thanksgiving break. So all we did was the chef wanted to plan out a pizza party. So he made DiGiorno's and he got some pizza from somewhere that my culinary friend works at, and it was pretty epic. We all had pizza and we watched a Thanksgiving movie called Freebirds. But before we did all that stuff, we had to cook Thanksgiving meals. And oh my goodness, it was crazy as hell. So we had to cook some Thanksgiving meals and stuff for everyone in the school who ordered Thanksgiving dinners, lunch, and we all had to serve it to them in boxes and bags. Like there's food in the box, and then you put it in the bag. And we all did pretty good. I made a little mistake. I did the bag a little bit wrong, and then some drip drops came by, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And then we had to fix it, and then we just got it good. So then after that, we all had a Thanksgiving feast after giving that to everyone that is going to enjoy their Thanksgiving meals. We all had a feast, and oh my god, I passed out. Nah, just kidding. I finished up my Thanksgiving meal. I decided to take home some pumpkin pie and the turkey, maybe? I guess the turkey. So then after all that, I had to go home. I had to show my dad what I did, and he was very proud. And my mom, yeah. And then Thanksgiving break was there, and after that, I already explained about the pizza party and stuff. And then Thanksgiving break was there. I was pretty epic and pretty happy about it. And then December, it was Christmas and other stuff from last year. Our chef had made us bake some very good treats for the Christmas. And yes, I'm talking about Christmas in May and stuff, and I know. So all we did in May, no, not in May, not in May, in December, we baked some delicious cookie treats. Well, the peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss on the cookie. Like, seriously, who would make these? And apparently we did had to make it melt and stuff. Like we put it in the oven and then it started to melt and stuff. After putting them all in the box, some of them got smushed, some of them were okay, and yeah, that's what happened. And then in Christmas, and then the next day we had to bake some other treats. As if I can try to remember. Hold on. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. There's no problem. I'm gonna look it up, y'all. Hang on. I'll catch up with you guys. Just one moment. I need to pause. Well, some of them was in November, and yeah, the cookies were in November. Some of them were in December. So the next day, the next on November, well, it was all in November a little bit. We had to. We all had to bake biscuits and gravy. And oh my goodness, biscuits and gravies were so good. And then in December, we made a Chex Mix mixed with butter and Worcester sauce. And it smells like soy sauce. Put it in the oven, stir it, put it back in the oven, do it again, probably about 4 times. And yeah, that's all we baked. And then after that huge, delicious bakery success, we all had to bake a gingerbread house. Oh my god. I needed better professionals from this one, but apparently I didn't. I had two dumb partners that didn't do pretty well, but helped out pretty good. We got help from helpers and the chef here. So all we did was do our best, and yeah, one of my friends got very depressed, and all I gotta say is this gingerbread house was all about Christmas and Halloween and stuff. So my partners were all about the Halloween in Christmas, and I was like, oh no. You know what I was about to do for my gingerbread project? It would have been more like a candy shop. Yeah, like a huge candy shop full of decorated details and other stuff. And I kind of felt very tired from making a gingerbread house. Oh my goodness. I did not like baking gingerbread houses, but we all had to do it. After probably about like 2 weeks later or something, took care of it as our gingerbread final. Oh my. Then after that, we had to present our gingerbread house. Apparently, it was supposed to be like a challenge. It's gonna be like a vote between who's good or who's bad, something like that. So I saw so many people voting for the gingerbread house. I was there with my friend that was not in culinary, and he had to vote for the ones we made. There were a little bit fingerprints and mistakes because one of my partners probably did it, and the gingerbread house was supposed to be about Krampus, but we didn't make it as it wanted to be, so we had to make it. I wanted to make it like, well, not really that much spooky. I would be calling it like the abandoned Christmas. We turned the Christmas tree black. We turned the Christmas gingerbread house a little dark, dark frosting black. And yeah, we turned the frosting black. Oh my god! And then after all that, we had to celebrate the last semester before Christmas break started, and I was trying out the chef's cheesecake and lemonade and some water, and it was pretty good. And then after all that, it was Christmas break, and we all had to take a huge break. And yeah, that was the yeah. And I might need to add up some mistakes that I made back in 2021. I wasn't pretty good at following the instructions correctly. I kind of mixed up on the tablespoons and teaspoons, and then we all had to fix it, just in case. And then it was just right. So yeah, that's what happened basically. And we all had to watch movies and stuff about what it is. So from the last year movies, we watched Ratatouille, of course, best movie. Um, this one Indian chef movie. It's supposed to be about, well, a Hassan, a dude named Hassan that wants to cook for his family and own his restaurant with his family and stuff, versus the France restaurant. I forgot what that movie was called, and it was made by DreamWorks. And then there was Freebirds, that is not a culinary movie, but it was supposed to be about turkeys and stuff, and it was hilarious. Yeah, yeah, that was the last year chef's movies I've been watching, and now the chef shows I've been watching with the other students recently, and the chef himself. All we did was watch Barbie, like it's supposed to be about chef shows, challenges, desserts, something like that. And it was pretty cool. And apparently, the only show I liked was the Chocolate School, and it was pretty good, I gotta say. It was supposed to be about a chef that is very good at baking with his two sous chefs and talks about what chocolate project we have to make. It was pretty epic. I like it. But I'm more of a Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares fan. Yeah, I started watching those back in COVID. So, in 2022 this year, I had to get all the way back to chef, and we all had to make some soups. We all had to make some soups and stuff. Oh my goodness, we had a soup week on January 2022, and I gotta say, all the soups were pretty good. Even though I kind of did get sick, and I got better. Yes, I got very, very better. It was probably all the culinary soups I made. So, my dad was very, very sick. I had to make him something in culinary, so we all had to make like a vegetable soup with vegetable stock and all the vegetables that can help you get better. So, we all had to make it, and I had to give it to my parents, and they enjoyed it. They pretty much enjoyed what I made. And then the next day, I made another soup and with pico de gallo again. Of course. Who the hell loves pico de gallo? I do. Yeah, pico de gallo is very good. So I made a chicken enchilada soup with pico de gallo. And I gotta say, it was pretty fantastic. And then the next soup I made was, well, it's something to do with a leek, a delicious leek. You know, to cut and dice. Oh, my God, and it was pretty good. So we had to bake leeks, onions, potatoes, chicken stock soup. I forgot what it's called though, but it was pretty good. There was salt and pepper in it, by the way, so I had to mix it. And it was pretty good. I had my dad try it, and he liked it. We all liked it. There was lots of soups we made, especially tomato soup, my personal favorite. And then I also made bechamel mac and cheese. And yes, my partner, the same partner, was kind of struggling, and I had to help him. And he had to listen, and I had to help him. So I'd help him, or some friends that can help him. So then after that, we all had to keep going what we had to do. And I'm just trying to remember what I made. But I'm just looking through all my Facebook photos and see what I had made. So then we had to make some other types of good stuff, but apparently we had to catch up on all assignments, I think. So then in February, it was getting close to Valentine's Day. I made Valentine's cookies. And those were pretty good, I gotta say. Valentine's cookies were the best. And then I think we had to keep going with soups or grilled cheese. So I think I made a tomato soup with grilled cheese. But I caramelized onions. And those were good. I think we also continued our all of our assignments right before spring break started in March. So then after that, it was spring break. I had to take care of my neighbor's dog, which was part of a job though, but doesn't have to. I got paid after that. After watching that poor dog and stuff, I took very good care of him. I walked him, followed the instructions as it is. Then after that, I got back, and then I had to tell my chef, "What's happening, chef?" And then we had to plan a burger contest. Yeah, a delicious burger contest. And I got super excited to create a burger and eat it too. Of course. What do you expect? So, after all that, we all had to get excited for cooking a burger, and it was fun cooking a burger. But yes, so in April, we all had to figure out what burger we had to make. So I was there with my friend, aka partner, and we both had to create a delicious barbecue burger. Well, it was supposed to be the Indiana's barbecue burger, but we had to change it to the Mississippi Queen barbecue burger. It's like a music and stuff. Did I cause any mistakes on that? No mistakes on the cooking, but I did cause him a funny mistake. I was about to add some barbecue sauce on my very own burger. We had to make like portions of 3 burgers. One's for Tyler, one's for my friend, and one's for me. Almost said my friend's name out loud. Sorry. And jeez, we all. It was my mistake to do that. Okay, I accidentally wanted to look at the barbecue sauce and decided to add barbecue, and I had to shake it up. The cap was open. The barbecue sauce light was like, "Phew!" And then it got on the kitchen floor, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And then I had to go get the mop, and well, first of all, I acted dumb, and then second of all, I had to go get the mop, clean it up. Everyone was kind of angry. Some people were angry. Chef was like, "Oh no," and then everyone was like, Jesus Christ. I know, I kind of felt bad for what I did. Yeah, that was the mistake I made. Spilling barbecue sauce. Don't do that, okay? Just don't shake up a barbecue sauce that has the cap open. If it does, it's going to go exploding. And yes, we did not win the burger contest because apparently it's not about the barbecue mess, it's about the burger that may have some problems, but some judges liked it, some judges were writing down opinions. It was epic. But yes, I cleaned up the mess and we all had to get up to our dishes. So then after all of that, apparently I kind of felt emotional about what I did, so I didn't look at everyone. I just wanted to stay home, but forget I went to culinary and I kind of learned about what my mistakes were, and I didn't want to do that ever again, basically. So then after that, we had like a cooking final plan. Like, what are we going to cook for the finals? But before we do that, we had to bake some sugar cookies. And we did. We did bake some sugar cookies and follow up some assignments too. Don't forget that. I always forget about the assignments. Then after the sugar cookie stuff, um, we always get it done and get it right, get it tight, get it cool. Even though I did cause some trouble about what happened, but I'm not going to talk about it. Still, I am not doing culinary cooking mistakes. Just want to keep that personal and private. So then after all of that, cooking and baking, we were all ready for our final, and we all had to cook it ourselves individually. So I had to draw mines out. I want mines to be a delicious Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Does anyone ever like that? I mean, yes. But before all that, I also made a pizza too. Yes, I forgot to mention a little bit in April, I guess, or March, whatever. We made some pizzas. The original pizza with salami. I had the meat side. One of my partners had the vegetable side. Mine's had salami and delicious bacon. They didn't have bacon, sadly, but you know. Then we had to bake the worst pizza of all: Nutella and marshmallows. The s'mores pizza. That was a living nightmare for me. I didn't want to eat it all because I would die from diabetes, and yes, I would die totally. So then after all that, Jesus Christ, I just fell asleep on my bed after I went home. I didn't feel very well. I didn't want to eat that anymore. But hell, I did not want to feed that to my sister. So then after all that, cooking and stuff, we're at the final, as I said. Those pizzas were just from April. I had to plan what the final was, and yes, the steak sandwich with fries and salad. Yes, yes. And then I had to write down the huge grocery shopping list to chef and the instructions, and yes, of course. I had to cook it right and tight. First of all, the salad. I wanted to talk about the salad. It was in my head. All I did was cut some lettuce and then just keep it on the side. Dice some carrots. Dice Slice some onions. Don't dice it, just slice some onions. And then add a little bit of and then some tomatoes. Yes, some delicious tomatoes, I think. If I added that on my salad. No, grape tomato. Ugh, cherry tomato. Grape sized tomatoes. I didn't cut it. All I did was think about it and then just add them as cherries on top. And yeah, that's what I did. And the salad became perfect. I had to cut like 5 or 6 lettuces, split them in portions of 2, and did the same thing for the carrots, onions, red onions, I mean, and, well, 2 or 1 cherry tomato. And then I put it in the fridge so they can be cold and delicious. Well, not really. I just want them to not be a little soggy and mushy, so then I had to work on the fries. I had to cut some potatoes, put some cold water, spill it out after 30 minutes and stuff, and then put it in the fryer. And then I had to get a little help from my student teacher helper or student chef helper, and we both had to help work on the sandwich, and we both did pretty good on it. I added some green peppers and onions on the sandwich, and then after all the cooking, we were all done. And oh my goodness, that sandwich though was pretty good. Everyone was amazed. They were like, wow, that should be in a fast food restaurant or maybe a restaurant, race car restaurant, who knows. I'm pretty proud of what I've accomplished. So then after all that, the chef enjoyed it. Another teacher from a career class enjoyed it. I had to present them what it was and what it was all about. And heck, I added secret sauce. It is barbecue sauce, not hot sauce. I put barbecue sauce on the fries, and then I had the bowl of salad, so I had to get the bowls of salad to put down and just put it up like a waiter and just place it down. Yeah. Heck, I even made other desserts too, but I didn't actually do that in the cooking final. But I just wanted to say I'm pretty good at the cooking final, and it was pretty good. It was way better than the burger contest. Oh, and by the way, I made red velvet cupcakes during the Probably in April or May. It's got to be April. And red velvet cupcakes. They're like blood cookies. Nah, just kidding. We had to make fun of the batter of the red velvet, so people were touching the food dye and the red food dye and pretending that their finger is bleeding. And Jesus Christ, why is everyone doing that? So yeah, after all that crap and cooking, cleaning, baking, we finally got to do something. Take a written final, and then clean up the kitchen, put everything away, do our cleaning jobs and dishwashers, other stuff. Then after that, Thursday, yesterday, we all had free time. We had to chill and be cool. We had ice cream too. Apparently, I missed out just one more thing from last Friday. A huge cookout. Because everyone was having a cookout. I was at the Indy 500 to look at lots of race cars and stuff. And it was pretty awesome. So then after that, today was the last day. We all had to play on our Nintendo Switches and then all of that stuff. I said goodbye to everyone and the chef. It was fun. I mean, yeah. Well, that was my culinary experiences and mistakes. If you have the same mistakes from culinary school or a different place you've been at for culinary classes, please write your comments down or DM me on Discord if you need to. Alright, everyone. Woo! My voice feels a little tired after talking about it. Now I get to start the summer and start my job next Tuesday. I know, I wish I had a summer break before, but apparently we're going to have to start next Tuesday. So, am I still going to upload gameplays? Well, yeah, in the weekends or if I get a day off, that'll be great. I'll try and upload some gameplays and follow up some updates to you guys of what's going on with me in life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta say, culinary school was the challenging thing I've been to, and I had a lot of fun, but a little serious with it. If you guys are interested in culinary classes, well, you should take some. Seriously. If you ever took nutrition class, take culinary classes. I swear, you can make something good. Apparently, this is not supposed to be about a culinary job for me. I just wanted to learn how to cook at home. But maybe I might take more culinary classes in college, maybe. Yeah, I'll think about that. Alright, well, thank you all for watching this video. Please make sure you're going ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like and comment. Please. I really need you to do it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye. And I had a very good time at culinary school, I gotta say.